31 down, 5 to go. Yes, sir. Jonas Carvers here is the 31st next-gen Piston Cup racer to be released from Mattel. And let me tell you, he is phenomenal. Personally, I've always been a huge fan of the No Stall sponsor, being as it is one of the 5 original Piston Cup sponsors, along with leakless, nitroate, octane gain, and RPM. So it's always held a special spot in my heart and in the entire fandom, essentially, of the Cars universe. So I'm super pumped to get into the review here of Jonas. And as you can see, I was so excited. I brought out the entire team, customs included. And I also have the Tomica version here of Jonas for comparison. I did review this guy before, so I'll put that link in the description along with the card suggestion pop-up if you're interested to see that. So we're going to start here with the card, the packaging, of course. So first of all, I just love his artwork. He's got that nice smile. He's not frowning or looking all mean like some of the next gens do. And he looks sleek. I mean, it's a nice design for sure. Although I feel like a lot of people are going to get this artwork a little mixed up with Tim Treadless when they may be in the store at the same time, because Tim Treadless will be out in the next case. And the artworks do look a little similar because of the coloring, but maybe that's just me. He is, of course, in the next-gen Piston Cup Racers series, Corredores de la Nueva Generación de la Copa Piston. Will the impressive next-gen racers break Lightning McQueen's winning streak? Yes, we know they do. We've been reading this description for 3 years now. But anyway, there is a nice picture of McQueen racing with Danny Swerves, Cam Spinner, Chris Roman, Herb Kerbler, H.J. Hollis, and you can see some of the stock cars that are still surviving, like Dino Drafsky, the still unnamed Rev and Go racer, and good old Buck Bearingley. On the back here, you can see Ryan Inside Laney, Paul Conrav, and Dinoco Cruz, all of which have been released before in the Blue Desert line. Shiny Wax here, Conrad Camber, will be in case F of Blue Desert. So if you missed him when he was released from China a couple years ago, you'll get a second chance. Now, for those of you who missed my unboxing of 2020 Singles Case D, Jonas actually came out of there. It was his first release, and I think he may be reissued in Case E and /or F. And there are 2 of him in the case, so if you're a little late to the stocking at a store and somebody snags one, there's a pretty good chance that there's still going to be one left with your name on it. So very exciting there that Mattel is releasing or including multiples of the new cars in single cases. So I'm really happy about that. I really can't express it because they never used to do that before. I swear, for years and years and years, they only included one of the new cars per case and about 3 or 4 Lightning McQueens. Not even joking. And now they're almost doing the opposite. Like, seriously. There were quite a few McQueens in this case, but they were all different variations. And there was 1 Jackson, 1 Cruz, but there was 2 of him. There were 2 Snot Rods, 2 Silver Miguels. So really couldn't complain with this case at all. So I'll be right back with Jonas here, all opened up. Here is Jonas all freed from his plastic prison, and he is looking splendiferous. But despite his glitz and glamour, he did not speak in the movie. He's just a background racer, and I will do my best to find any spots in the movie where he does appear and toss them up there on the screen. If I remember correctly, I think there's a decent shot of him on pit row before the Florida 500 actually started. So try and find that and toss it there on the screen. All right, let's dive into the review now. So Tomica here is going to be on the right and Mattel on the left. And like I said, I reviewed the Tomica racer here, I think a year and a half ago. It was in fall of 2018, I believe, because that's when Tomica came out with theirs. So Tomica is kind of on their game. They haven't released as many next gens as Mattel, but they've certainly released a lot. And up until Jonas here, they were 2 up on Mattel with Jonas and Jim Reverick, the Carbon Cyber next gen, who is still yet not released from Mattel. But the major difference you can spot right off the bat is the color. And a lot of people are happy that Mattel's is much brighter, much lighter, a much nicer red to look at than this kind of dirty maroon that Tomika gave him. Now, obviously, the expressions are a little different, and I do prefer Mattel's expression. You know, no one gets an expression as good as Mattel. Disney Store really has funky expressions, I'd say 50% of the time, and Tomika does sometimes as well. The eyes just look a little too big and blue. This is really perfect here. Now, another thing I want to compliment about the shade of red here is that it's actually kind of metallic. You can see the sparkle in the paint there, so that's another awesome effect that Thailand did, because this, yep, is made in Thailand, did here with the paint finish. And we're going to evaluate how grainy the decals are as we go along. I'm really hoping that they're not. So moving past the paint and the expression, you can see there, they both have the headlights and the grills being slightly different, the vents too. Now, for Mattel, the vents are just decals painted or plastered on, whereas for Tomika, they're actually engraved into the metal body, so that's an indentation right there. So, I don't know, I kind of like that from Tomika. On the hood here, you have kind of a tie-in from the classic no-stall racer Todd Marcus in Cars 1 with the checkered board design, and they use that in a modernized, almost matrix format here. And then they have a new font for No Stall, getting rid of the cursive font that was on Todd Marcus before. And then he kind of immerses into this two-tone maroon and kind of like a cherry red. I don't know. This is a really cool red. I'm trying to find a good way to describe it. But yeah, two-tone between those two shades, and then No Stall here, which it seems like a pretty basic font. I feel like I could easily find this font on Microsoft Word. I don't know why. It looks alright, but I don't know. I feel like they could have done better. Piston Cup, Combustor, Carbon Cyber, and Synergy. Those sponsors, the contingency sponsors, they don't look grainy to me at all. So I'm going to have to give Mattel and Thailand credit for that. Now looking over here from Tomika, their contingency sponsors are super clear. Super duper clear. The numbers clear too, 1, 2, 3. Now take a look here at the rims. Jonas has black rims with kind of like gray trim, and this is more of silver, this is more gray, but both look fine to me. Of course, Lightyear Next Gen tires there. You can barely see the Lightyear text, but it is there. Continuing on with the checkered board format, there's an arrow. There's kind of an arrow indicating to the picker where to lift them up at to exchange the tires. And there you have the exhaust pipes. So both of which are indented and engraved in the metal. Gas caps back here. So you can see the color difference is so drastic between these two. I can't believe somebody got it wrong, and I feel like it could be even a happy medium between the two. I don't know if No Stall, or Jonas I should say, was this bright in the movie, but he certainly wasn't this dark. Looking toward the back here, the windows are part of the body. They're not inserts like they used to be. Like, for example, here, I'll show you with George Newman. These are plastic inserts that connect to the interior, but now they just have like this ginormous metal shell that encompasses, I'm combining like 5 words right there into one. And then you have some roof flaps there. Same type of deal with Tomika. So fun to say, Tomika. And here are the spoilers. Oh my god, look how dark the Jonas spoiler here is from Tomika. That is just ridiculous. It's like mud brown, essentially. Actually, this is so weird. So here you can see this is the red, which we should be comparing to that red. And then we have this like brown here, which we should be comparing to this maroon, which is like Aaron Clocker color. I mean, that matches almost perfectly. Aaron Clocker's color matches near perfectly with the roof here of Jonas. And so here, that brown is the main color on the spoiler with black checkerboards here. But here, that maroon is not the main color here. They use the cherry red. So they're using a different color there. And I really don't know which is accurate because of his limited appearance in the movie. But that's interesting. Still the black checkerboards there on the spoiler. Moving toward the back, you have 1, 2, 3. No Stall with the rookie racing stripes to indicate, of course, he's a rookie. Same thing on Tomika. Let me know in the comment section below which is your favorite, although I don't think it'll be much of a contest because I think everybody's going to have a consensus that the Mattel one's better. Here's the base. M47A is the date stamp, so that means he was made in the 47th week of 2019 at the at the A factory, and M stands for 2019. Now it's funny because in my live stream I opened up Cruisin' Lightning McQueen from case D, and he was actually M48. So he was made 1 week after Jonas, and they were included in the same case. Alright, so that's it for the comparison between these two Jonases here. Now we're going to get into a little bit of a comparison with the other two no-star racers. Well, really it's just one, Todd Marcus, but with two different bodies and paint jobs. So Todd Marcus really stayed the same, except, forget about the body style. He got plastic surgery. We're just going to go with that. But the paint job, they're not that different. You start off with the cursive no style there. They added like a little checkered board behind it, as you can kind of faintly see, whereas instead they had this checkered board ribbon here. So it's like they really downplayed the checkered board for this version, and then they brought it back. So I do kind of like that fluctuation in branding. I don't know who designed this no-star racer, but I love it. I mean, they literally threw almost every color in the rainbow on this guy. Turquoise, blue, white. So that's why he is one of my favorite Cars 3 stock cars, just because I love his kind of like amalgam of colors. Let me know in the comments, maybe this is a better question, which no-star racer is your favorite? I'm kind of torn between these two. I think I am going to go with this Cars 3 Todd Marcus, though, just because I love all those colors on him. I think it's really a great mix. I'd love to see some pitties and a hauler and a crew chief with all those colors intermixed as well. But Jonas is really cool. You can see how beat up my Cars 1 Todd Marcus is. That just goes to show you how old this guy is. Look at that. Where there was nothing on the base compared to how much there is nowadays. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for this video. I will do a few ending comparisons here with Aaron Clocker because they are kind of similar colors. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I've really been looking forward to reviewing Jonas. Here are some original sponsors. Now I do want to kind of do a little, what's it called? Parody or 10-year challenge, one may say. Let's see how we can do this. I am so bad. I'm so clumsy, guys. These are extras, so don't worry. I'm not going to really care if they get damaged. I'm not going to put these on top of each other, but you can imagine, what if this happened in Cars 3 during that Florida 500 crash? That would have been the coolest callback of all time. Honestly, that would have been awesome. But they didn't do it. No big deal, though. It would have been a little bit too obvious. But, I mean, I guess you go big or you go home, right? So let's pull in the entire team here. So you have Cars 1 Todd Marcus. You have Shirley Spinout, the no-stall Pity. Roman Dunes, the no-stall crew chief. You have the unnamed hauler here. Custom Toolbox from 4-Wheel Drive 7. Custom Cars 3 Pity from 4-Wheel Drive 7 as well, with another tool cart and blue wheels. Let's see, getting packed in here. I also have a lenticular Roman Dunes here in the package that I just got from a hobby store nearby. So I literally have almost everything possible here for no stall. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comment section below which no-stall racer is your favorite. Ooh, I also have the variant semi with a different expression. We'll toss him in there. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with Cars 3 Todd Marcus just because of those colors. And I will see you guys soon for a review of probably Dan or Dale Ruffalo. I want to review Fair Game soon as well, but I think I may postpone that video just because I literally reviewed the Chinese prototype, which is pretty similar to the Thailand version, just a couple weeks ago. So I may push that back for a couple weeks. And then on Saturday, though, get hyped. 2020 Singles Case E will be unboxed. So tell your friends, be there, be square, noon Central Time, Saturday. I don't know what day it is actually, but next Saturday, be there for the unboxing. Let me know, guys, which is your favorite. I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.